Alright, so what is going on, guys? Welcome to another Garden Warfare 2 video. Today we are starting a brand new series. This is the top 5 series. I had this in Garden Warfare 1. A lot of you guys really enjoyed it, and it was probably my most popular series in Garden Warfare 1. Well, I'm bringing it back today. Every Sunday you're going to see a brand new top 5 video, and we're going to be kicking it off today with the top 5 Kernel Corns. Now, yes, there are only 5 variants, but I'm going to be giving you my opinions of why I have these characters in the top 5. Now, keep in mind, this is my opinion, but what I would love to see is your top 5, so list down below in the comments what your top 5 Kernel Corns are in the game. But anyway, let's get straight into this video. So at number 5 we have Party Corn. Now, don't get me wrong, this is an amazing looking character, but I think since they did the character balancing update a few weeks ago, they've nerfed the Party variant quite a lot. They've made the overall damage of these characters a little bit lower, and I just feel like it's a little bit too low because it is very difficult to be able to get into party mode. How you get into party mode is by getting about 5 vanquishes or 6 vanquishes in a row without dying, and these are actually just vanquishes that you have to get yourself. These are not shared vanquishes, these are just straight vanquishes, and because the damage of these characters has been reduced, it's very difficult to get into party mode. Once you are in party mode though, it is a very good character. The damage is increased, you can move faster as well, and it is a really powerful character, but it's just very difficult to be able to get into party mode because of that very low damage that this character will do. I believe you can do maybe 3 and 4 damage to a zombie, and then maybe 5 up close, so it is very low the amount of damage you will do. And like I did say, shared vanquishes will not fill up your legendary meter bar, which will then help you get into party mode. So maybe in the future, if they changed it, for example, let's say you need 5 vanquishes to get into party mode, maybe a shared vanquish would maybe count as 0.5 a vanquish, so that way shared vanquishes will still count towards your party mode because you are technically still sharing the vanquish, so it is kind of still part of your vanquish streak. So I think it should somehow count towards your party mode meter, and I feel like with Party Corn you get a lot of shared vanquishes. So top 5, number 5 we have Party Corn. So at number 4 we have Popscorn. He is the sniper class, or the kind of sniper class for the Kernel Corn variant. He has an enhanced zoom so he can zoom in further than any other Kernel Corn. He's also a burst fire weapon. He fires 3 bullets at a time in kind of a 3 burst round. You can simply hold the trigger down though and he will carry on firing his rounds. You don't need to keep pressing the trigger every single time, which I think is a good feature that they have brought to this kind of character. The only downside that I can really think about this character, because his damage is good and things like that, is Kernel Corn is meant to be the run and gun class. He's meant to be a match for the foot soldier, so I don't really find it very useful, or particularly for me, I don't want to be a sniper as Kernel Corn. I want to be in the action. I want to have a fully automatic Cobb busters. I want to fire at the zombies, automatic weapons. I just want to fire straight at them and do a lot of damage. And I feel like with Popscorn, you kind of have to step back a little bit, and you kind of have to be maybe in the middle rather than actually in all of the action. So that's the only reason why I don't like playing as Popscorn too much. But I don't know, let me know in the comments down below what you think of Popscorn. I'm not even sure what upgrades Popscorn has got. He may even have an extra maybe bullet burst, so then it becomes a 4 burst. I don't know, but I'm not promoting him up higher enough, so I don't know what other upgrades Popscorn will have. But that's just my overall opinion of Popscorn. I feel he's more of the sniper class, and I prefer to be in the action. So at number 4 we have Popscorn. And number 3 we have the standard Kernel Corn. He's a great all-round character. You know, he's got a great amount of health, he's got a great damage, he's got a great fire rate. I actually think he's got the 2nd fastest fire rate in the Kernel Corn variant, so that's also good as well. And just generally overall, he's just a good character, but he's not my favourite character. I do have a couple of other characters which I do prefer as well, which you are going to find out in a second, and you're going to find the reasons why in a second as well. But if any of you are unsure of which Kernel Corn you may like, definitely start off with Kernel Corn. He's a great all-round character. He looks awesome as well. If you do like sweet corn, he looks perfectly like a sweet corn or a corn on a cob, and you can customize him, and he's pretty awesome. So there's not really anything bad to say about him. He's just not my favorite Kernel Corn variant. So at number 3 we have Kernel Corn. The number 2 spot is taken by Cobb. This is the gangster of the Kernel Corn variants, and I must say he looks awesome, and the sound of his weapons, it sounds like a couple of automatic guns, and absolutely matches how this character looks. Now, I believe that the damage for Mob Cobb is the highest out of all of the automatic weapons for the Kernel Corn, not including Popcorn though, because I class him more of a sniper, but as far as all of the other corn variants such as BBQ Corn, Kernel Corn, Mob Cobb, and also Party Corn, I believe that the damage for Mob Cobb is the highest. Now, of course, I think he's got the slowest fire rate out of all of the automatic ones as well. I believe that BBQ Corn, Kernel Corn, and also Party Corn has a faster fire rate, but he does do the most amount of damage per bullet. I think he can do up to 9 close range, which is really good for an automatic weapon, and he's just a really awesome character to play as. Now, one thing which I am unsure about and I still need to try and test out, because I'm not 100% sure, is I've heard some people saying that the bullets for Mob Cobb will transfer through zombies and damage other zombies that are behind it, which I think would be a really cool feature if it isn't brought into the game. It may do a little bit less damage. So, for example, you may have an All-Star, and behind the All-Star there's a foot soldier. You could do damage to the All-Star, but then you could maybe do a little bit of damage to the foot soldier behind as well. That's what I've heard some people said is special about Mob Cobb, but I'm not 100% sure, so I can't confirm that, but I also cannot deny that. But that is my number 2 spot. It is Mob Cobb. And finally, the number 1 spot is taken by BBQ Corn, easily my favourite Kernel Corn variant out of all of them. I can't really say anything bad about this character. He's got a great rate of fire. It's either the fastest rate of fire or it's slightly behind Party Corn. So he's got a really great rate of fire. He also does decent damage as well. And then on top of that, you can set them on fire as well, so that's even more damage that you can do to them as well. It is a really awesome looking character as well. He's got tinfoil all over the place and he just looks absolutely insane. I can't really say anything wrong with this character. I guess you could only say the one thing that is wrong with this character is the tinfoil is big and takes up a lot of space. But at the same time, you can just simply change that for something else. But this character looks absolutely amazing. He's by far my favourite Kernel Corn variant out of all of them, and I would definitely recommend checking him out if you haven't already. So guys, that is my top 5 at Kernel Corns. At number 5, we have Party Corn. At number 4, we have Popped Corn. At number 3, we have Kernel Corn. At number 2, we have Mob Cobb. And the number 1 spot, which is by far the easiest decision out of all 5 of these Kernel Corn variants, my number 1 spot is BBQ Corn. So there's my top 5 guys for the Kernel Corn variants. Make sure you check back next week for another top 5 video. And like I did say at the start of the video, in the comments down below, leave your top 5 Kernel Corns in the order that you prefer them, and I'll make sure to check them out. I'm actually curious what your top 5 are as well. But anyway guys, thank you very much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure you leave a like down below, because it does show me that you do enjoy these videos and that you do want to see more, and it's just great support for a brand new series on my channel. Thank you very much for watching guys. My name is ZEROxFUSIONZ, and hopefully I'll catch you guys next time.